Hello students, my name is Bishwanath Yadav. I have passed MSc Mathematics. My teaching experience is about 25 years. I have started permutation and combination. This is my second lecture on this topic. Today's session, I would like to introduce counting of numbers by means of some examples. Let us take an example. In how many ways can the numbers of two digits be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4? In this question, we have to form numbers of two digits. As the question is two digits numbers, digits not different is not given. So we can take the same digits while forming the numbers of two digits. It means forming the numbers of two digits means we have to fill up two vacant places. Filling of two vacant places. One is units place, other is tens place. For units place, these are two places. Suppose these are two places. For units place, what are the digits that we can use? We can use 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So units place can be filled up by any one out of these four digits. So we can say in four ways the units place can be filled up. And the question is, in tens place, as the repetition is allowed, we can use the same digit for tens place also. We can use 1, 2 or 3 or 4. One by one. As a result, tens place can also be filled up in four ways. Tens place can be filled up in four ways. And also unit place can be filled up in four ways as the repetition of digit is allowed. So these two places, in how many ways we can fill up? We can fill up tens place in four ways and unit place also in four ways. So these two places can be filled up in 4 into 4, that is 16 ways. We are using and as one after another, these two places are to be filled up to form the numbers of two digits. The numbers can be taken same. As the question is not here, numbers must be of two different digits. This is not the condition. Condition is numbers will be of two digits. Digits may or may not be different. If the digits are different, in the last lecture I had explained, the numbers must be of two different digits. If we are forming numbers of two digits, means both digits can be taken same or different. So for tens place, there are four possibilities, and also for units place, four possibilities. So these two places can be filled up in 4 into 4 ways. By the basic principle of counting, we use and for multiplication, and that's why we can write the total number of ways by which numbers of two digits can be formed. We can make it clear by taking what are those numbers. We have to fill up. We can also observe these numbers as there are two places, tens place and units place. We can use at tens place 1, unit place 1, tens place 1, unit place 2, 1 3, 1 4, 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4. We are forming these numbers by taking the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4. When we count these all, total 16. Tens place is filled up in 4 ways. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Similarly, units place has also been filled up by 4 ways. One after another, these two places are filled up to form the numbers of 2 digits. That's why we use the symbol multiplication. So we will not write these numbers. We will use basic principle of counting to find the number of ways by which the numbers of 2 digits are formed. Tens place in 4 ways and units place also in 4 ways. That's why their product is the total number of ways by which numbers of 2 digits are possible to form. And these are the numbers. Take another example. In how many ways can the numbers of 3 different digits be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4? We are writing here different digits. It means repetition is not allowed. While forming the numbers, repetition is not allowed. Forming numbers of 3 digits means there are 3 vacant places. The number of ways by which these 3 vacant places are to be filled up is the total number of ways by which the numbers of 3 different digits are possible to form. First is units place. In how many ways this place can be filled up? The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. We can use at units place 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So 4 different choices we have for the units place. Suppose we have filled up unit place by the number 2. Then there remains only 3 digits for the tens place. If 2 is taken at units place, then we are left with the digits 1, 3 and 4. So we can fill up the tens place by the digit 1 or 3 or 4. As the question is, the numbers must be of different digit. So only 3 ways, only 3 choices we have for the tens place for each choice of unit place. Suppose tens place is filled up by the digit 1. Then what will remain? 3 and 4. So for hundreds place, only 2 digits will remain by which this place can be filled up. So 2 ways of filling hundreds place and 3 ways for filling the tens place and 4 ways for filling the units place. We are using and we have to count what is the total number of ways by which the numbers of 3 different digits can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4. By the basic principle of counting, we multiply these 3. Total is 24 ways. As the condition is not given, whether the number is even or odd or any other condition is not given, so we can fill up these vacant places from hundreds place also. We can start with the filling of the vacant place from 100, then tens, then units. It will not make no any difference in the calculation while finding the total number of 3 different digits. The available digits are 1, 2, 3, 4 and we have to form numbers of 3 different digits from them. From tens place also we can start filling the vacant place. It will not make any difference. So total number of ways by which we can fill up these three vacant places is 24. We can observe with the help of the diagram. We can also write the same thing as at hundredth place. We can use 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We have 4 options for 100 place, means 4 ways. If one digit is used at 100th place, we are left with, these are 4 digits. Suppose one has been used at the 100th place, then only 3 digits will remain for the 10th place. So we can write in 3 ways 10th place can be filled up. Suppose 10th place is filled up by the number 4. Then for this choice, there remains 2 digits for the unit place. So by 2 ways, to form the numbers of 3 different digits, first we have to fill up 100th place and then 10th place and then units place. By the basic principle of counting, we can also write like this: 4 into 3 into 2, 24 ways. So whether we fill up first from units place, then 10th place, then 100th place, or we can start from 100th place, then 10th place, then unit place, and the same result we will get. We may also start the filling of the vacant place for the forming the numbers of 3 different digits from the 10th place. We can observe this with the help of the arrow diagram. The numbers we have are 1, 2, 3 and 4. At 100th place, we can take the number 1 or number 2 or 3 or 4. Any one of them can be taken for the 100th place. We have 4 choices for 100th place. If we have taken 1 at the 100th place, then as the number is to be formed of different digit, so for the 10th place, we can take either 2 or 3 or 4. As the numbers are to be formed, must be of different digit. So if 10th place is filled up by the number 2, then unit place can be filled up by 3 or by 4. As a result, the numbers will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 123 and 134. When we take at 10th place 3, the unit place can be filled up by 2 or by 4. And then the number thus formed becomes 132, 134. When we take at 10th place 4, the unit place can be filled up by 2, by 3, 142, 143. Same procedure for the digit 2 taking at 100th place. When 2 is taken at 100th place, the 10th place can be filled up by 1, 3 or 4. When 1 is taken at 10th place, unit place can be filled up by 3 or by 4. As a result, number becomes 213, 214. When 10th place is filled up by 3, the unit place can be taken 1 or 4, 231, 234. When unit place, when 10th place is taken 4, the unit place can be filled up by 1 or 3. As a result, the number becomes 241, 243. So what we observe, for each choice of hundreds, there are 3 choices for tens place. And for each choice of tens, there are 2 choices for unit place. Then by the basic principle of counting, altogether there are, in the similar fashion, we can take at hundreds place 3 or 4. When we take at hundreds place 3, by same procedure, for tens place, 3 options we have. These options are 1, 2 and 4. Then for each choice of tens place, there are 2 choices for the units place. When at tens place we take the number 1, the units place can be filled up by the digit 2 or 4. As a result, the number becomes 312, 314. While taking at tens place 2, the unit place can be filled up by 1, 4. So 321, 324. And similar procedure for tens place 4. The unit place can be filled up by 1 or 2. As a result, the number becomes 341, 342. In the similar fashion, while taking at hundreds place 4, the tens place can be filled up by the digit 1 or 2 or 3. For each choice of tens place, there are 2 choices for units place. When tens place is filled up by the digit 1, unit place can be filled up by 2 or 3. As a result, the number becomes 412, 413. When the tens place is 2, unit place can be taken 1 or 3, 421, 423. When tens place is 3, for unit place we have 2 options, either 1 or 2. As a result, the number becomes 431, 432. With the help of this arrow diagram, we observe for 100 place we can take 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So 100 place can be filled up in 4 ways. In this diagram we can observe, in every question we will not make such diagram to count the number of ways by which the numbers can be formed. It is convenient to take in this case, as we have taken only 4 digits. In case we have taken 5, 6, 7 digits, this process will be lengthy. So we should understand the technique how we count the numbers. 100 place can be filled up by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Means 4 choices for 100 place. For each choice of 100, when we take at 100 place 1, these 3 are the options for tens place. When we take 2 for the 100, there are 3 choices for the tens place. Here also, when at 100 place 3 is taken, at tens place we can take 1 or 2 or 4. When at 100 place we take 4, at tens place we can take 1 or 2 or 3. Means what we say, 3 ways of selection of the tens place. And then unit place, when tens place is 2, the unit place can be filled up by 3 or 4. When tens place is 3, unit place can be taken 2 or 4. When tens place is 4, unit place can be taken 2 or 3. So in this diagram, what we observe, for each choice of tens place, there are two choices for unit place. So we can see unit place is filled up in two different ways. First, hundreds place is filled up by 4 ways, and then tens place is filled up by 3 ways, and then unit place is filled up by 2 ways. All these places are filled up. That's why we are using AND to form the numbers of 3 different digits. And in my last lecture I had explained, if one process is followed by the other, we use AND. And AND refers multiplication. While counting the numbers, this is multiplication principle of counting. Then we multiply these 3 numbers 4, 3 and 2 to count the total number of ways by which the numbers of 3 different digits are possible to form. We can count these numbers. It is total 24. These numbers have 3 different digits. So we have not to make this arrow diagram only by using this basic principle of counting. Here we have used both addition principle and multiplication principle. Addition principle, for filling the hundreds place, we have 4 choices, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So how many ways total we have to fill up the hundreds place? We have 4 ways. How we find? By adding these all ways. First, one way, second way, third way, fourth way. So the total number of ways by which hundreds place can be filled up is 4 ways. And similarly, for the tens place, we can say we can fill up the tens place by 2 or 3 or 4. That's why we are writing 3 for tens place by the addition principle of counting. And for unit place, we have 2 options, 3 or 4. When tens place is 2, means 2 ways. Here also we are using addition principle of counting. And when we fill up these 3 places, what we say? Hundreds place in 4 ways, and tens place in 3 ways, and unit place in 2 ways. Then the total number of ways by which the numbers of 3 different digits are possible to form is the product of these 3. Their product is 24, and we have just shown these are the 24 numbers. These numbers are of 3 different digits. So in this way, by using addition and multiplication principle, we can solve such questions. In how many ways can the numbers of 3 digits be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4? Numbers of 3 digits. Repetition is allowed. The question is not here. Numbers must be of 3 different digits. It is not given. Numbers of 3 digits means the digits can also be taken same. Means we have here also 3 vacant places. In this question I will not write those numbers. I will only state how we apply the principle of counting. We have to form numbers of 3 digits. Means we have 3 vacant places. These vacant places are of hundreds place, tens place and units place. We can start filling from the hundreds place or from the units place or from the tens place. It will not make any difference. Suppose at hundreds place can be filled up by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. How many options we have for hundreds place? 4 options. So we say in 4 ways hundreds place can be filled up. When hundreds place is filled up, for the tens place, what are the available digits? As we can repeat the digit, so for the tens place also, we have the digits 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. We can use any of them to fill up the tens place. So how many ways we have to fill up the tens place? 4 ways. At tens place we can take digit 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So by the basic principle of counting we can find the number of ways, that is 4. 4 ways. At unit place also, as the repetition is allowed, we can fill up this place by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So 4 ways for unit place also. What we see? 100 place in 4 ways and tens place in 4 ways and unit place also in 4 ways. So how we count the total number of ways by which the numbers of 3 digits can be filled up by the product of these 3. 64 ways. Total number of ways by which we can form the numbers of 3 digits. In these 3 digits, all the digits can also be taken same. All 3 digits can be taken same. They may be different. The choices available we have is 4. If we want to write all these, it will be lengthy. So for solving such questions, we will apply addition principle of counting and also multiplication principle of counting. Let us take another example. In how many ways can even numbers of 2 different digits be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4? As the question has condition 2 different digits, means repetition is not allowed in this question. 1 digit can be used at once, not 2 times. While forming the even numbers, the condition is digits must be of different. And also another condition is the numbers must be of 2 digits. It means we have 2 vacant places. One is units place and other is tens place. These 2 vacant places are to be filled up. Condition is the number must be even. And all of you know how you form the even number. If the unit place is even, out of these 4 digits by which we have to form numbers, what are those numbers which are even? The numbers are 2 and 4. So out of these 4, even digits are 2 and 4. And unit place can be filled up by 2 or 4. This is conditional question. Condition is number must be of even. And when the number is even, unit place must be even. And unit digits are only 2 and 4 in these 4 numbers. So what we say? Unit place can be filled up in how many ways? Only in 2 ways. We have 2 choices. Either 2 or 4 can be taken at the unit place. So we say 2 ways. By the addition principle of counting, multiple choices we have for the unit place. We can fill up the unit place by the digit 2 or 4, means in 2 ways. And the digits are 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose 4 is taken at unit place, then we are left with 3 digits, 1 or 2 or 3, by which tens place can be filled up. So tens place can be filled up in 3 ways. Tens place can be filled up in 3 ways and unit place can be filled up in 2 ways. So by the multiplication principle of counting, the total number of ways by which the even numbers of 2 different digits can be formed is 6. 6 ways. Let us take another example. In how many ways can even numbers an even numbers of 3 different digits. Three different digits we formed from 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we have to consider we have 3 vacant places which are to be filled up. As the numbers are to be formed must be of 3 digits and the digits must be different. So what we consider, there are 3 vacant places and we will count the number of ways by which these vacant places can be filled up. These vacant places are of hundreds place, tens place, unit place. And the even number, how we decide? By the digit at the unit place. If the digit at unit place is even, the number will be even. So, unit place can be filled up by 2 or 4. Any one of them can be taken at the unit place. 1, 2, 3 and 4, these are 4 digits. Among them, 2 digits are even. These are 2 and 4. To make even numbers, unit place must be even. So in 2 different choices we have for the unit place. Unit place can be filled up in 2 ways. The numbers we have are 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose 4 is taken at unit place. Then we will left with only 3 digits, 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3 choices for tens place. We can fill up tens place by the digit 1 or by 2 or by 3 when 4 is taken at unit place. Suppose tens place is filled up by 1. Then there remains only 2 digits by which hundreds place can be filled up. For each choice of unit place, whether we take 2 or 4, in the similar fashion, we will get 3 choices for tens place and 2 choices for hundreds place. So hundreds place can be filled up in 2 ways, tens place and tens place in 3 ways, and unit place in 2 ways. As a result, the total number of ways we find by multiplying these 3, 2 into 3 into 2, 12. So 12 even numbers of 3 different digits are possible from the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4. The even numbers will be of different digits, 3 different digits. All the even numbers will have unit place either 2 or 4. We can represent by the arrow diagram. This number is also not so long, but while solving the questions every time it will not be easier to represent the total number of ways of forming numbers under certain condition. In this question, number is only 12, so we can count easily by the arrow diagram. We will start filling the vacant places for unit place first, as this question has condition. Condition is number must be even. So first we will start with filling that vacant places on which the result depends, and the condition decides which vacant place is to be filled up first. The condition is number is even, and that is decided by the unit place. The digit at unit place if even, then the numbers become even. So we first fill up the unit place. Suppose we have taken unit place digit 2. Then what are the options for tens place? There are 3 options. For tens place, we can take at tens place 1 or 3 or 4. The question is, number must be of different digit. So when we take unit place 2, tens place, we will not repeat the same digit. We have to take different digit. That's why only these 3 are the options for tens place. When we take at tens place 4, only 2 choices are for the hundreds place. We can take either 3 or 1 at the hundreds place when the tens place is 4. When tens place is 3, hundredth place can be filled up only by 1 or 4. When 1 is taken at tens place, we can take 312, 412, 432, 132, 142, 342. So when unit place is taken 2, these are 6 numbers, 6 even numbers having different digits. When we take unit place 4 in the similar way, unit place 4 in the similar way, this unit place, by taking 1 at hundreds place, 2 at tens place, and also 3 at tens place, by taking the unit place 4, the numbers will be 124, 134, and also when we take at 100 place 2, the tens place can be taken 1 or 3, and unit place in 4, then the number becomes 240, 234. When we take at tens place, the digit 3, hundreds place digit 3, then the tens place will be 1 or 2, unit place same digit. As a result, the numbers become 340, 324. So in this way, what we count, the total even numbers is 12. Condition depends on the unit place. Unit place decides whether the number is even or not. Even numbers has only possible. Even numbers have condition. Unit place must be even. The available even numbers in this question are 2 and 4. So unit place can be filled up either by 2 or by 4. But this process we should not follow. We should use addition and multiplication principle of counting while forming such questions. In how many ways can the even numbers of 2 digits be formed from the digits 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4? What are the even numbers, even digits? These are 0, 2 and 4. We have to consider here also, we have 2 vacant places. How we form even number? When the unit place is even and unit place can be filled up by 0 or 2 or 4, first we fill up unit place. Suppose unit place has 0. This is case first. In this question, condition is the number must be even. That's why we fill up first place, that is unit place first, on which the number depends. This is conditional question. We can take unit place. This place is fixed. And then in another even number, unit place is fixed by the digit 2. This place is fixed. And in the third even number, third type even number, unit place is filled up by the digit 4. So this place is fixed. We have to think in how many ways tens place can be filled up. In first case, when 0 is taken at unit place, this place can be filled up by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So how many options we have for the tens place while taking 0 at the unit place? 4 ways. And while taking 0 at the unit place, this is 1 way. Tens place in 4 ways and unit place in 1 way. So we find while counting the number, we multiply them. The even numbers having unit place 0 can be formed in 4 ways. In second case, in which unit place is 2, what are the options that we take for tens place? We can take at tens place 1 or 3 or 4. Here we cannot use 0. If we take 0, then 02 is not the number of 2 digits. It is 2. It is the number of 1 digit. So we cannot fill up the tens place by 0. So for the tens place we have only 3 options, 1 or 3 or 4. So by 3 ways tens place can be filled up while taking 2 at the unit place. So this is 1 way selection for the unit place while taking with 2. So when tens place and unit place, these are filled up, tens place in 3 ways and unit place in 1 way while taking 2, the product of these two while counting the number, we get the number of ways by which the even numbers having unit place 2 can be filled up. It is 3 ways. And when we take 4 at the unit place, this is 1 way of filling the unit place. Unit place can be taken 0 or 2 or 4. So when we take unit place 4, in case third, in how many ways tens place can be filled up? Tens place can be taken either the digit 1 or 3 or 2. 3 ways. So unit place in 1 way and tens place in 3 ways. So by the basic principle of counting, the even numbers having unit place 4 is 3. So either first case or second case or third case, while forming the even numbers from the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is possible. That's why we add these 3, 4, 3, 3. So total number of ways of forming numbers of 2 different digits which are even numbers of 2 different digits is 10. 4 plus 3 plus 3, that is total number is 10. We can observe how we form such numbers 1 0, 2 0, 3 0, 4 0. These are 4 different even numbers. In each the unit place is 0. 1 2, 3 2, 4 2. These are three different even numbers. In each unit place is 2. 1, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4. These are three different even numbers. In each unit place is filled up by 4. When we count these all, the total number is 10. 4 plus 3 plus 3. So by writing the numbers also we can verify the principle of counting. So in this way we can solve such questions. First we have to focus on the condition, the place that determines the number. First we fill up that vacant place. We will not make in every question such type. We will fill up the vacant places. I think you all understand the question of counting of numbers. If you understand, then please like, subscribe my YouTube channel Art of Mathematics and share this video among your friends. Thank you.